Welcome to practice. Please come to find a comfortable seated position on your mat. Sitting cross-legged with a block underneath your sit bones if you need a little more height. Hands can rest onto your knees, thumb and first finger touch. First, check in with the spine, stacking, nice and tall, reaching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And then start to deepen your breath. In and out through the nose, watching as the breath circulates through the body. You can inhale your hands in front of heart center. And please set an intention for your practice. So setting a focal point and always guiding your awareness back into this intention. Taking a couple more deep breaths here. And then slowly releasing your hands back down onto your knees. Once again, just checking in with the body, feeling your sit bones onto the block, feeling your knees and your feet pressing strongly into the mat, and feeling supported here. And let's start by taking 10 rounds of our deep belly breath. So hand can be onto your belly for support. And then as you inhale, you're going to extend your belly out. And then as you exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine. And keep moving with this deep belly breath at your own motion, your own movement. You want to keep your shoulders and your chest relaxed here. And you can have a slight movement in the pelvis here if it helps. So you can watch again as you extend out with your inhales. And then your exhales, draw your belly button back towards your spine, curling your tailbone underneath you. Inhale, belly extends forward. And exhale, drawing it back towards your spine. Now you can release your hand back down onto your knee. Take a full inhale here, pausing at the peak, and a full cleansing exhale. And then we're going to move into Nadi Shodhana. So you can bring your hand up. Your thumb is going to control your right nostril, and your last two fingers control your left nostril. Let's take a full inhale here. Full exhale out. Let's block the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Find a comfortable peak. Pause. Block the left and exhale through the right. Inhale through your right nostril. Pausing at the peak. Block your right nostril and exhale through your left. Again, inhale through your left. Holding the breath at the peak. Block your left and exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Finding a comfortable peak. Block your right and exhale through your left. And continue on your own. Inhaling through the left side. And then find a pace that you can maintain for a few more breaths here. We're focusing on the left side of the body, which is our moon channel or our feminine channel. So we're looking to clear out any blocks that may exist in this main energy channel in the body, the nadis. Good. We'll move into our last full round here. Wherever you are in your cycle, take one last one. And then when you complete that round, there's no rush. Your hand just comes to rest back down onto your knee, keeping your eyes closed, and soften into your natural breath. And when you start to move into your natural breath, just notice what you feel in the body. Just watching the energy circulate, taking its place into new patterns, new rhythms in the body that we're intentionally setting with the breath. And let's gently bring our awareness back, opening your eyes. And let's come forward onto our hands and knees. So you want your hips stacked directly over your knees and your shoulders stacked directly over your wrists. And we're going to move into cat-cow. So with your inhale, let's bring our gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, curl your spine back down, bringing your gaze towards your belly button. And as you can see in the video, you can move as fast or as slow as the spine feels ready for. So the faster we move, the more energy we're going to generate in the body. And if the spine is feeling really stiff, then just take your time to start to warm it up. And once you've found your rhythm that you can maintain, then keep moving with it. Just watching how the body is responding, and watch how the spine starts to slowly open and move through the posture. Good. Let's come and curl through the spine. Bring your gaze towards your belly button. And then release into a neutral spine. Good. We're going to come onto our feet, coming into a wide stance. Coming into a low squat. On your inhale, you're going to straighten your legs, bringing your gaze towards your belly button. And on your exhale, you're going to bend your knees out to the side. So heels can be lifted when your knees are bent. And when you straighten your legs, you're trying to ground your heels into the mat. So as you can see here in the video, again, you can move as fast or as slow as you want. If you're practicing this in the morning, a little more speed is really good because we're really starting to energize the body. Good. Let's take one more. And then straighten the legs and fold forward here. You can grab onto opposite elbow, moving from side to side. And then as you come back through center, let's slowly start to roll up through the spine. Good. Coming to stand at the top of your mat. Arms by your side. Start to move with your breath. Inhale, let's bring our arms up. And exhale, fold forward, hands down onto the mat. Inhale, look up with a flat spine. Plant your hands. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana, bending the elbows. Inhaling into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Taking a moment here, look forward. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, let's roll all the way up. And arms by your side into Samastitihi. Go ahead, and we're going to keep moving with this motion. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, look up with a flat spine. Exhale, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Right away, we're going to bring our gaze forward. Grounding through the hands. And then jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, let's roll all the way up. Palms touch, gaze comes up, and arms by your side. Good. Again, inhale, arms come up, lengthen, and exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up with a flat spine. Exhale, jump or step back into high plank. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Find your feet, find your hands. A bend into the knees is fine here, especially if it helps you lengthen through the spine. Let's bring our gaze forward, jump or step to the top of your mat, lengthen through the spine, and then fold belly button to your leg. Inhale, let's rise all the way up, and arms by your side, Samastitihi. Good. Again, arms come up, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, look up with a flat spine, and exhale, step your left foot back, coming into a low lunge. So left knee drops down to the mat, back toes are tucked under, and let's place our hands onto our hips. So your front knee is stacked directly over your ankle, and your gaze can come up and you can start to lean back slightly. Just coming into a gentle back bend. Keep breathing here, in and out through the nose. And then let's lower our hands back down to the mat. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, lengthen through the spine, and let's switch sides, stepping your right foot back this time. Hands are going to come up onto your hips once again. Same posture, coming into our low lunge. So you want to square through the hips, pulling your front hip back. So pulling your left hip back, right hip forward, and maybe sink a little bit deeper. Let's lower our hands back down to the mat. Inhale, straighten your right leg, step it forward to meet your left. Lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, look up, lengthen. Let's rise all the way up. And arms by your side into Samastitihi. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up with a flat spine. Exhale, step your left foot back. It's coming into a high lunge this time. Reach your arms up, back knee is lifted off the mat. And then we're going to work into a few gentle twists. So your left arm is going to come forward, right arm back. Inhale your arms back up through center. And then again, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale back up through center, left arm forward, right arm back. One more, inhale, lengthen, and then brace your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot forward, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, lengthen, stepping your right foot back this time, switching sides. Inhale your arms up, and again, we'll move with the same motion. This time your right arm is going to come forward. So steady into the feet, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale your arms back up through center. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale. Last one, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale back through center. And then exhale your hands back down to the mat. Step your left foot forward, lengthen. Lower. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. And arms by your side into Samastitihi. Again, inhale, arms come up, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, lengthen. And exhale, step back, high plank. Let's lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Feel free to drop your knees, inhaling into upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's return back onto our hands and knees. And we're going to take another full round of cat-cow. So again, find your own pace and rhythm with your breath. As you arch through the spine, your gaze comes up. And then as you curl through the spine, your gaze moves towards your belly button. So inhale, arching, gaze up. Exhale, curl, gaze towards your belly button. Again, a couple more here. Again, just freeing up the spine. Noticing how different it feels now that we've done our practice and created a little more movement. Good, and then let's come back into a neutral spine. And let's come back into child's posture. So taking your knees nice and wide, arms reach out in front of you, and rest your forehead down onto the mat. Taking a couple breaths here. You can roll your forehead from side to side, just massaging it, letting go of any tension that may exist. Good, softening the breath. And then let's come back up onto our seat. Finishing our practice right where we started, moving back into our breath work. So just tuning into our breath, taking full inhales and exhales into the body. Seeing if you can balance the breath here, balancing your inhales with your exhales, paying close attention to the breath. And then let's move into Nadi Shodhana on the right hand side. So bringing your hand up, let's take an inhale through the right nostril, blocking the left. At the peak, block the right and exhale through the left. Inhaling through the left. The peak, block the left and exhale through the right. And keep moving at your own pace and your own rhythm. If you need the instructions one more time, it's inhaling through the right while you block the left. At the peak, block your right, exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. And at the peak, block your left and exhale through your right. Starting on the right hand side, we're now tuning into the right side of the body. So the sun channel or our masculine channel. So we are always working to create balance through these breathing exercises, through any technique.
moving from the right side of the body to the left side of the body and creating this form of equilibrium in the body. And then we start to feel the balance point in the mind. Let's take one more full round here, wherever you are in the practice. And when you've completed that last round, your hands come back down onto your knees and just soften into your natural breath, paying close attention to the sensations in the body. On an energetic level, just noticing how you feel. And now take all that energy and let's soften into the body and move into our meditation. Just tuning into your posture, making sure that your spine is nice and tall still, that the crown of the head is reaching up towards the ceiling, and that your shoulders are gently draping down your back. Palms facing down onto your knees, thumb and first finger touching. And move into a soft and rhythmic breath in and out through the nose. Letting your body rest into this soft and rhythmic breath. Let's gently guide our awareness into our toes. Feeling the sensations in your toes and the space that exists around them. Let's take that awareness into our ankles. Up into your knees. Move your awareness into your hips. Let's take our awareness into the belly button region. Noticing how grounded and supported you feel here. Let's move the awareness up the spine. Out into your shoulders. Down into your elbows. Into your wrists and your fingertips. Let's move our awareness back into the base of the spine. Following the awareness all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. Keep moving with that same rhythmic breath, but now feeling into a deeper capacity into the body, now that we are grounded and centered in our meditation. Now let's take our awareness to the space that exists between our ears. Just noticing the sensations that exist there. Now let's guide our awareness into the space between your shoulders and the other side of the room. Just recognizing the depth and quality of space that exists there. Now, let's move our awareness to the front of the body, resting into the space that exists just outside of your body. Noticing the quality and sensations that exist there. Now let's move our awareness to the back of the body, resting into the space just outside of your spine. Finding comfort and expansion in this space. Now let's guide our awareness all around the outside of our entire body, becoming aware that you are aware in space. Noticing the shift in energy as we start to enter a higher form and a more expansive and expressive state. Noticing the quality and rhythm of breath as we move into this expansion. Feeling the freedom of this expansion and higher energy. A place where there are no restrictions and we are free to be ourselves. And from this space all around your body, now let's guide our awareness back inside of the body to the space that exists right around the belly button. Coming into the deep seat of the self, the most grounded and comforting place that exists in the body. The most steady and unwavering place that we can always return back to. And from this space, let's start to get clear on the future we want to create. Starting to pull in the letters that we're focusing on with the circles around them. With our focus there, starting to pull in the sensations and the expressions that'll exist in the body once we achieve these states. How will the body and the mind feel once we achieve abundance? Go to that place now like it already exists. Feeling these higher states of expression and love in the body. Feeling this sense of love and deep-rooted acceptance. Getting extremely clear on what you are already starting to create in your life. Directing all of your energy into this creation. Feeling these higher forms of expression in the cells of your body. Living like you are already living with everything that you desire. staying grounded and focused with these sensations as you start to bring deep breaths into the body. Staying in this space that you have created for as long as possible throughout your day. And with your eyes closed, let's inhale our hands in front of heart center. Taking a couple more deep breaths here. Honoring and thanking yourself for sitting onto your mat and taking part in creating the future that you desire. Thank you very much. Namaste.